welcome to a new season of Kitty's Beer Reviews. That's correct, where we'll be reviewing these 6 beers, well, 5 beers and 1 cider. These are the next 6. Enjoy! Don't forget to subscribe to all 4 channels to make sure you see all the beer content. Hello! Welcome back to another beer review here, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for number 3 of this beer review series, and today we're going to be checking out, that's right, Cooper's Brewery Sparkling Ale. That's right, Sparkling Ale. You know, when I said I was going to come with 6 very interesting brews, I didn't fucking lie, did I? So this is Sparkling Ale, Australian made and Australian owned. And last major Australian beer that we reviewed was VB. And VB was pretty decent stuff, and I reviewed that on the back of the Fat Aussie Bastard on YouTube. Get a chance to check him out, his stuff's pretty good. But this one here will be interesting because Fab on YouTube actually slated VB and actually started drinking something else, and I'm not too sure if it was Cooper's or not. But let's do the bottle score first of all. I actually quite like this red label and the red top. Very nice. It's very easy to pick up. The brown bottle, the red and the black goes really well. But all in all, when it comes to the actual label, they lost their invention a little bit. They got a bit boring, you know? It's kind of like, I envisaged the person that made this bottle label to sit in his garage and make stuff out of fucking balsa wood. So, that's my opinion on that. And I give it around about a 2 out of 5 for the actual label score and the bottle score combined. Now let's take a quick look here at the blurb, and I'll give the blurb a score. This is something I actually want to do on each review now. Bottle score, blurb score, smell score, and well, not going to smell score, but taste score, and value score as well. But here we go. Cooper's ales and stout are brewed using the centuries-old top fermentation method and natural bottle conditioning, resulting in a characteristic... I should be doing this in fucking Australia shit. Cooper's ales and stout are brewing using centuries-old top fermentation method and natural bottle conditioning, resulting in a characteristic fine sediment forming on the base of the bottle. This sediment is completely natural and can be gently mixed before drinking or poured carefully, leaving the sediment in the bottle. So there's sediment in the bottle. I think they could have cut that down to a single fucking line. There is sediment in the bottle here. That's right. Leaving the sediment out. I'm not thought about fucking. Can be generally mixed before drinking or poured carefully. Let's give this a little bit of a mix here. There's sediment in the bottom of the bottle, and the last time there was sediment in the bottom of the bottle was actually. Oh god, I remember back in the days I actually was sent some stuff by Fentimans, the brewing company that actually do non-alcoholic traditional style non-alcoholic drinks. And there always used to be sediment at the bottom of their bottle there, and I just tend to tilt it up and down a little bit there. But let's get on with it here. We're going to get on to the taste test, we're going to get on to the exciting stuff. Let's open the lid, baby. You know it makes sense. Yeah, that was really... fucking boring. There was nothing good about that. Right, so here we go. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. It's a cloudy. Oh, I better check the date on this thing. Oh, let's check. We got. No, it's still in date. Still in date. So, beer 1. In this series, we talked about that IPA. Like I said, it was all about. To describe the colour, it was an old woman who had a urinary infection in hospital and pissed herself. Second one, we talked about, possibly it being the same as Dave Dickinson's Tam. This third one here, however, I don't know. It's a little bit weird. It's as if Stifler did his load in it, because it's kind of got a pale ale thing, and there's nothing about it being a pale ale. But it has that cloudiness to it, and it's very off browny yellow. I don't know, it's just kind of, if you would describe it to something, you'd say, hang on a minute, before you gave us a urine sample, did you just have sex? I don't know. So, without further ado, let's get a bit of the nose. Bit of the nose, you know, makes sense, baby. Bit of the nose. Here we go. Interesting one this, because I'm getting a little bit of oaky notes. A bit of oaky notes with this motherfucker, and this is actually, out of this series, is the highest bottle of 375ml, so it wins on that regard. When I say about oaky notes, I hit back to one of my favourite beers of all time, which happens to be Innocent Gun Original. Absolutely love that, the sort of toffee, vanilla and oak notes that you get on that beer. I'm getting a similar smell to the likes here of Innocent Gun, just not quite with the vanilla, but there's definitely an oakiness to it. So, I've got a feeling this is going to be pretty strong. Let's get down to the taste test. Ooh. I wouldn't say hoppy. It's a little bit yeast. It's a bit yeasty, and but there's something about it. It's a stronger but still refreshing version of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is really refreshing. It's just something that you could drink tons of, and that's quite interesting for an ale. But this one is stronger on the palate, but leaves no residue on it in terms of the flavours kicking about after that particular gulp for longer than necessary. It's almost as if at the back of the palate there, as you swallow it, there's a slight little anisey little edge to it. I can't put my finger on it. I really can't. That's interesting. You know, I quite like this thing. I don't want to say it's a session beer by any stretch of the imagination. It really isn't. But this is pretty good stuff, guys. Cooper's Brewery from Australia. You can check their website out at theyhaven'tgotone.com. Had a look for one there, and there wasn't one. But pretty good stuff. But like I said, this is interesting, because just going back to this little mini blurb at the top of the bottle, Coopers are famous for this process, which leaves a natural residue of yeast during maturation and gives a cloudy appearance with an enhanced flavour. And I'd agree with that. I would totally agree with that, 100%, without a shadow of a fucking doubt. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of this. You fuckers can hit the like button and hit in the comment section about beers you think I should review. And of course, there's a possibility that I may have already reviewed it, but you know, let us know what you think. And it really is on the basis, you're going to have to tell me where I can get it from as well in the UK, because unless I know, I'm going to have a clue. And I'm not going to order it through the post. No, I'm not. But that was number 3. We're back with number 3, baby. You know it makes sense. I'm going to be filming them all tonight. So beers reviews 4, 5 and 6, of course, is going to be me progressively getting a little bit more drunk, and my scores getting a little bit more hazed rather. Ooh, I'm slipping my words already. So if we were to give this a score then, I give this a 3.3, because I actually like this a little bit more than that IPA, mainly because it's a little bit more refreshing, and I'm not a massive IPA fan anyway. But mixed against the bottle score, I wouldn't give it a best overall score, but it's all about the flavours, and I'll think of some way in future to amalgamate everything. But a 3.3 out of 5 is Cooper's Brewery Sparkling Ale from Australia. Good eye, mate.